You're like a lead foot. Happy Sunday.
I'm like a ninja.
Yeah. Before anyone gets on, we're having a mild marital disagreement about the volume of our footsteps as we walk throughout the house.
So, good evening. Welcome to our weekly recap for, I don't even know what day it is.
I don't know.
Is it the 22nd? This is episode number 4 of Moments of the Magic weekly recap. No.
Our top friend, Brent
Weekly
Dodge,
episode
is on
number 7.
episode number 7.
Yep.
Of the weekly recap for Moments of the Magic. Brent
Brent
Dodge
Dodge
is watching.
Hi,
Brent.
Dodge.
Now we know Brent's really
Wow.
bored. You know?
Yes.
If he's hopping on our show, for goodness sakes. Because compared to what he does, we are not that interesting. So
No, not at all. That's why we're not, like, internet famous. Because we are not Brent Dodge.
we are not Brent Dodge.
So, on the news.
Somebody just hopped off. I bet it was Brent Dodge.
Oh, probably. On the news, well, it's official. I'm not working right now. So.
Joe got laid off as a Saturday.
Yeah.
So he will be off for the foreseeable future, hopefully.
You know,
it's only for a couple of weeks.
It's gonna be rough. But
financially, it's gonna be.
it's financially, it's gonna be really rough. And I mean, it's a shock, to not have a job. I mean, it's.
And for who knows how long you listen to.
Yeah. Like some reports say 3 weeks. Other reports say this could go on for 4 months. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a crazy time.
I see Debbie just hopped on. It can't be 4 months because Debbie cannot live without you for 4 months.
Well, Debbie is still going to be working.
I know, and without you, which is going to be quiet for her.
So, yeah.
Take him back, Debbie. Take him back.
Let's see. What do we got?
It's been one day.
So besides my work being shut down, the coronavirus has shut down construction all over.
Mm-hmm.
The castle is half painted.
I think somebody commented the other day. It looks like the castle has a sunburn because of the areas that the paint is. Yeah.
Did not use the SPF 70.
Did not use the SPF 70 on the castle.
So,
construction is shut down, and then I know you've been looking at the Imagineering in a Box. I haven't dabbled in that too much.
It's pretty interesting for families. It's not really geared towards younger children. Like grade school. I don't think that they would get it, but more into like into like a high school type atmosphere is where they would probably retain the information more.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what they're doing is they're trying to promote creativity, but the videos are rather dry, but for somebody like me and for Brent, they would probably they're awesome. They're great videos. I love this thing. I think it's a great thing, but you have to know who your audience is. So if you have a whole entire family that wants to watch it, great, do it. They're going to enjoy it, but maybe they'll create their own theme park yeah.
You never know. I look forward to something to do at work over the next couple of weeks. Hey, Judy, cheers, lady. We're feeling better this week. We're back to the wine. So, because my work is in lockdown, I still have to go to work every day and service the community in which I work, but it's by appointment only, which is going to be the strangest thing. to go to work and leave the doors locked to where I am. But we're just gonna figure that out one day at a time, just like everyone else. So maybe I'll be able to check this out while I'm there and doing. I'm not quite sure yet.
Research.
Research. Guys, I'm on a conference call. So we'll see. We'll see if I can fit some Disney magic into my day while we're still doing that.
And so next thing is the great thing about Disney is they're all into donating. They donated like their food that they had at the resorts and that to the Second Harvest Food Bank. That was amazing. Just to see that kind of news.
Yeah, I mean, I know there was a lot of question around that when the resort shut down. What were they going to be doing with their excess supply and food? And there's been a lot of media attention around where that food is going, and it's going to definitely people that need it. And keep that in mind in your own community lately, as we're all shopping like crazy people and probably gathering too many supplies. Is if you find out you're in excess of something, where can that something go? I think out of a joke, somebody signed me up for like a new mom sample pack from a formula company. Yeah. So randomly I'm getting formula in the mail. Don't need it. Yeah. So we'll be, but it's good timing, right? Because we'll be finding a good home and we'll make sure that it goes to somebody that actually needs it and not just looking for free stuff.
Yeah.
So how else can you help? Where a lot of people are at home, but maybe they're still employed and they're working from home, so their livelihood hasn't been affected in the way that small businesses like Joe's, because of course he sells cars during the day and he's a photographer as well. Both are shut down right now. He's not getting income from either of those avenues, and I'm not saying send us money by any means, but how can we think about this differently as a community? Is now our kids are at home and they're being homeschooled, or what can we do? What can we do to help our neighbors? We look at our friend Brent, and I know we're talking about him a lot tonight, but he is also in a similar situation with his day job, and for what he does as a side piece for a living as well. And some of you know him, some of you don't, but those that don't may not realize that he's an author, and he has several books out about the park. So as we are all missing the parks and we're all at home, check out his stuff too, from Screen to Theme. Maybe you can purchase a book. Joe has plenty of materials online. The Etsy shop is open. Please check it out.
The other thing that you can do,
and any other small businesses in your area, how can you support them?
The other thing that you can do is to make sure that you subscribe and like the YouTube channels. Those are huge. YouTube, yes, you can make money off of YouTube, but you have to have certain criteria in order to make money off of it. One is you have to have over 1,000 subscribers. We're not even close. We have about 100, but Brent has 400 or 600 subscribers.
Did he get there in his run? He's running around like Forrest Gump today.
He I would assume he got there because
God, I hope so.
He's watching our show now.
He's not running anymore.
But make sure you like all the videos, subscribe to the channels, because these content creators, they put out this content for you. So don't just watch the videos. If you like the videos, you're gonna like other videos, other videos that they put out. So it's important that you recognize the content creator and subscribe to their channel.
Like their posts and share the information for your friends and your family so that they can enjoy it too.
Next, the Pixar Onward. The movie was put out for digital download, and it's going to be coming to Disney Plus on April 3rd. I'm pretty psyched about it. I did want to see it. And being able to see it earlier, just like we were able to see Frozen 2 early. It's pretty cool that they're putting it out. I know that it's tough. Not many people are going to want to go to the theaters. to watch movies anymore. So Disney is gonna have to find a different way of putting these movies out for sale, whether it being on Disney Plus or Hulu, where they can just put it, instead of hit
Find
play,
another revenue stream.
they can say purchase for a day. Purchase for $13 for the day, which is a ticket.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what happens there.
Just my idea. So Disney, feel free to use it. Just
yeah, they're not giving you credit. So, but just in general, it's exciting to be able to see the movie. We're not in a position where we would have gone to movies before that too much. So
we don't. We're homebodies. We stay.
No, Victoria's really not of the age yet to sit in the movie theater.
No.
We're lucky we got her through a 2-hour plane ride down to Florida when we did. But even that was a struggle. It was not like a movie theater experience.
Dad was a jungle gym.
Dad was a jungle gym on an airplane.
Yes.
So.
It's a good thing we had that extra seat on the way.
The person in front of us was pretty nice about her kicking throughout the 2.5-hour ride. But
So now we're gonna get onto our favorite rides.
Our talking point for the day.
Different parks.
Mm-hmm.
What are your favorite rides of different parks? We're gonna start at Hollywood Studios.
So what's everybody's favorite ride at Hollywood Studios? Shout it out.
Put it in the comments. Let us know. But for Hollywood Studios, number 3, you had.
For my number 3, it was the Rock and Roller Coaster. Yeah, I enjoyed the Rock and Roller Coaster. We haven't ridden in a long time.
No, we haven't.
We got to bring our babysitter with us to Hollywood next time so we can ride it. So the Rock and Roller Coaster is probably my third, and followed by Beauty and the Beast, which is not really a ride, but an attraction.
Yeah.
And then my number 1 right now is Toy Story Mania. So
I knew this was going to probably happen.
So mine is Toy Story Mania. So I've ridden Rise of the Resistance twice. The first time I got on it, I was so excited. I thought it was a great ride. I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. The second time, quite frankly, I was over it just because I'm not really a Star Wars fanatic like some other people in the room.
Yeah, I mean, my number 1 is definitely going to be Rise of the Resistance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that.
See, Judy's a Rock and Roller Coaster fan too.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Rock and Roller Coaster is great. I think that's actually my number 2.
Okay.
For that, and I think actually my number 3. I'm doing the opposite order. Would actually have been the Frozen Ever After, for the attraction. I really liked it, and
that was fun.
I think the reason why I liked it was just watching Victoria. Her interaction with it.
She loved it.
Yeah.
She absolutely loved it. It was kind of funny that we get it to the show, and we're sitting with one of our friends there, and everyone's excited. Me and Joe are excited, and Victoria totally passes out. And this was the second time that we tried to get her to see that show, and she snapped.
Yeah.
Decides snap right then every single time. So I was like, oh no, this is not happening. So I did everything in my power to wake her up, which finally she did. She woke up. I mean, every time she would start to like open her eyes a little bit, she would just. And I'm like, no, you are watching this show.
Yeah.
Well, we got her to get up and watch the show, and it was good. And then, as directly after, Joe and Brent got to go and build lightsabers.
Yes, lightsabers. That was a great. That definitely was a great. Experience, yeah.
We'll do it again.
Definitely. Once we save up enough money to do it again.
We gotta get him back to work. So,
yes.
Which will happen soon. There's a lot of families.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think she's done with her bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, she still takes a nighttime bottle, guys.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, why don't you go on to the Animal Kingdom, and I will be right back. Don't miss me.
So, hey guys. This is Joe's show now. So we're going to go on to Animal Kingdom. So for number 3, I don't know, I'd have to say dinosaur. As much as I like the we're not going to make it. That's probably my favorite line in one of the rides. I think that's number 3. Kilimanjaro Safari is second, and then Expedition Everest for myself would be number 1. I can't really think of too many other things. I mean, the reason why Flight of Passage isn't on there is because for myself, it wasn't a wow factor for me. I didn't think that overall it was an okay ride. It matched Star Tours for myself, but I don't think that it could have been a number 5 for me. Brent says dinosaurs number 1.
Oh, really? Seriously?
So you got to tell them your list.
Alright, so dinosaurs on my list. I do like dinosaurs, but my number 1, of course, is the Kilimanjaro Safari. How is the safari not your number 1? But the park is literally it's the animal kingdom, so I guess the dinosaur could be considered an animal. But dinosaur is my number 2. I do love the ride. I remember my first time on it still. We got the best ride photo because it comes to the end and the big dinosaur was like, roar, and I was like, ah!
Yeah,
my head
the first ride, it's always going to be that way.
And Joe's shoulder, but Expedition Everest. I am a fan of Everest.
And yeah, I was just telling him why Flights of Passage wasn't on my list. So
okay, well,
yeah.
I couldn't say because I haven't ridden it. When it was super popular in the beginning, I was pregnant, so I did not ride the ride, and I still have not. I got on the ride, just because I haven't wanted to.
Yeah.
But,
so we're going to Epcot now.
Epcot, my favorite. My favorite. That's where the wine is.
It's not really your favorite. But anyways,
That's where the wine is.
Epcot.
Wine's in Epcot.
Well, they have wine everywhere.
They do. The best wine is in Epcot.
Oh, okay. So anyways, Epcot, your number 3 is... Oh.
The whole seas. So from the Nemo ride to just walking around and seeing all the fish. I particularly enjoy spending time with the manatees. That's one of my favorite things to do. And even Turtle Talk with Crush. I love Turtle Talk with Crush.
We haven't been on that in a long time, though.
I know.
It's always so busy there.
I
don't get it. I don't get why there's
Yeah.
always 100 people waiting for Turtle Talk with Crush.
But pretty soon we're not going to be like the weird childless people there.
No.
Because we haven't been on it since she's been born, but pretty soon she will be of age to sit up front and ask a question. So I don't know if you guys can even monitor, but she's laughing.
So, and your number 2?
My number 2 is the Frozen ride. I love Frozen. I remember when it first came out, and I'm like, there is no way we're getting on this ride, but we got really lucky there with a surprise pass from a friend.
Yes.
And I may or may not have had to turn away and cry when I found out we were getting on that ride. That was really exciting.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Good memories.
Good memories.
Good memories.
That's what Disney's all about.
Number 1 is
Soarin', of course.
Soarin'. So
Yeah.
It's good.
Love me some Soarin'. I did like the first one better than the newer one though.
Yeah.
I did like the original better. The smells particularly. But I still love it. Great ride.
Sure. Okay. I mean, I'd have to agree with you on the Soaring, and Frozen.
Okay.
But I probably would put Spaceship Earth in for number 3. As opposed to the seas. I mean, I love the seas. I gotta find the turtle every time.
Mm-hmm.
But Spaceship Earth is a fun ride. And I think that it deserves its recognition. What do you think, guys?
I could take or leave it. But maybe when it's refurbished and now probably 3 years, maybe I'll have a different opinion. We'll see.
Yeah.
Set the clock, guys. 3 years.
Set the clock. All right, and Magic Kingdom, the one that has like the most rides.
I love every ride in Magic Kingdom. I don't think there's very the teacups. I don't do the teacups because I can't spin all like that.
Yeah.
The American. You're so weird.
We really haven't done the American Adventure in a long, long time.
A really long time.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to do that again sometime. It's been years since we've done the American Adventure. I think that last time it was because Brent took us to
some of the new stuff there.
Some of the new stuff that was Amazing Earth, was it? Amazing Earth, right?
Oh, Inside Living with the Land,
yeah.
And then the new show in Canada, which I absolutely love. There were so many, of course, the people. There were so many, sites in there that were recognizable to us because we live right over the border.
Yeah, especially the falls.
Yeah, so when it got to the part of the Niagara Falls, it was kind of really funny because, of course, it's a ride and it's all about Canada, but some of this stuff was actually filmed on the American side.
Yeah.
Which,
it's because Canada has the better view of the falls.
Yeah.
Whenever anybody comes up here to go tourist at,
I know, but some of the stuff
falls,
was from Goat Island, which is our side.
But that's because they're looking at Canada.
Yeah, that's true.
Based on Canada. When you look at the falls, you need to go to the Canadian side to really appreciate the falls, because the U.S. side is no good.
It's beautiful. The U.S. side is beautiful in so many ways. It's just it doesn't have as much attractions and things that would be as interesting to tourists as the American side. I love going to the American side of the falls still. So, anyways, on to the Magic Kingdom.
On the Magic Kingdom. So
Brent loves the People Mover.
Brent loves. Who doesn't love the People Mover?
Who doesn't love the People Mover?
That's gonna be.
That was Victoria's first ride.
Yeah, that was Victoria's first ride.
That was the People Mover. Brent was there.
Yeah, Brent was there. Brent's like in almost like all of our like top things.
He's my man-child. So, I mean, you can't go to Disney without your children, so there you go.
So your number 3 is?
The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I love the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I mean, I love every ride in the Magic Kingdom except for the teacups. So, every ride, every character, except for the teacups, and except for Tweedledee Tweedledum. That's a story for a different day. But, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, I'm putting it as number 3 just because there's 2 other rides that I love so much more. Than the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
My number 3 would probably be Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
I do love that ride too.
It's day or night. It's a great ride. You get a different experience each time. That's my number 3.
Yes, dear. I know you're older than Victoria. I know. She's only 2. I've known you for probably about 11 years now. So.
Really? 11 years?
Probably about that. I don't know. I think we started Moments about 7 years ago.
7 years. 7 years.
We've only known Brent for 7 years. Yeah, we need to talk about this offline. I can't even do that. But, so my number 2 is the People Mover. I do love the People Mover in every way. The sights, the sounds. I don't know. Can you guys hear her? The sights, the sounds, everything about the People Mover I love.
Yes, the railroad is pretty cool. I'd have to say for my number 2, I'm gonna go Barnstormer.
Oh God.
Barnstormer would have to be my number 2, and it's only because of
the memories.
The memories, yes.
Can you explain how you have to ride the Barnstormer? What the rules are?
The Brent Dodge rule is that when you get up to the first hill, up at the top, you have to take a deep breath And as soon as you go down, you have to start screaming, and you scream all the way until the end without taking another breath.
One breath.
And it's great. Like every time Brent and I we're sitting there and we're just yelling, and we look down and see Chrissy, and she knows where we are, and she's pointing right at us.
Well, pretty soon we're all gonna be able to ride it together because she's almost tall enough.
Yeah, she is.
By the time the parks reopen, who knows? Maybe she will be tall.
She'll be like 44 inches, and she'll be able to ride them all.
What is the height requirement of that ride? We'll have to look that up. Unless if anybody knows it off the top of
I
their
think
head.
it's like 36.
But she's there.
Oh, she's close.
Yeah.
She's close. If we put her hair up, maybe.
Yeah. I think she would really like it. So my number one is Winnie the Pooh. I love Pooh Bear in every way, shape, and form. I always say this is my husband's favorite thing that I say about Winnie the Pooh. He's the only man in my life that's ever let me down. And I don't know, he's my buddy. He's the character I always want to see at all the parties, or I always have to have a meal with him at the Crystal Palace.
Yep.
So I do love Winnie the Pooh.
We go out of our way to see Winnie the Pooh at any park.
Mm-hmm.
She was devastated when Christopher Robin's room was boarded up for a while.
And so happy that it's back.
She was so happy. It was amazing.
So
it was a great. That was the best interaction right there.
yeah, I was so happy that it was back, and yeah, we had a really good interaction last time that we were down.
Yeah. You wanted to cry, but you didn't.
I don't think I did cry, but
No,
I did want to cry.
You did want to cry.
But yeah, Winnie the Pooh is my favorite pal, and particularly if I get a purple honey pot, then my day is 100% made, because that's my favorite color, my favorite lovey, and my good friend Pooh Bear.
Yeah. I mean, my number one is gonna be People Mover. People Mover. It's a great just way to go around the Tomorrowland, and take in the sights, and enjoy company. If you ever stop and see us in the park, we'll go on People Mover with you and just talk. We'll talk for the whole 10 minutes that the People Mover is, unless you're like us on that one trip that we had that took 26 minutes.
Yeah, Joe posted it. I didn't even remember it until he posted the YouTube video the other day. We were on the People Mover, and the ride was 26 minutes long. We were stuck on the People Mover for a half an hour.
Yeah, we were stuck like 4 times on the People Mover. It was pretty.
The best day ever.
So, but yeah, I mean that was. That's.
Guys, I'm not laughing at him. I'm watching the baby monitor.
No, she's laughing at me.
Victoria's doing yoga in her crib right now or something.
God.
I don't know. On your pillow, please. Thank you. On your pillow, please.
We'll edit this part out.
I totally lost my train of thought, but
yeah, I mean that was.
So that is our list of favorite rides.
What else is your favorite rides, guys? We want to know. Put it down. I mean, it says that there's only 4 people watching, but hopefully on the replay.
Now it's 3.
What the heck? Don't you guys love me? Anyways.
Oh God, now it's 2. So
right.
obviously the show is
So it's
winding
Judy
down.
and Brent.
Oh well, what can you do?
All right.
So who knows what's going to happen next week? Of course, we'll be back on Sunday if anybody wants to come see us. And
test track. There we go.
I haven't rode test track in a hot minute.
Well, that's because it was closed for.
It was closed for a long time.
Yeah, remember when it was pouring and we were standing right in front of test track, just like earlier this year, and they had the statue people out.
They were cool.
Yeah, they were. It's pretty interesting how they can see You know, just when they're squinting like that.
It's interesting that
She
you
thought
can
it was
see.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah, she's overtired. She's way overtired, but we'll see what's going on next week. We're hoping the parks reopen as scheduled on April 1st. I mean, I know there's a lot of rumors out there. Everybody, it's until Disney confirms anything, it's just rumors. Everybody has an opinion about what's going on in the world and what's going to happen in the parks over the next couple of weeks. None of us really know for sure.
I'd have to say, don't get your hopes up. Just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Just because if you do, you're gonna get your heart shattered. It's gonna get ripped into a million pieces.
Poor Brett. What is he gonna do? His birthday's on Tuesday, I think, and this may be the first birthday in many, many, many moons that he is not spending it in one of the parks. I can't wait to see what he does. Be smart about it, child of mine. Yeah, I don't know that if it's gonna reopen on the 1st, but Disney has not said either way.
Yeah,
so until they do, don't count any chickens.
Don't. I mean, it's
on either side of the fence.
Yeah, it's just tough. I know we all want to get back there. We all want to enjoy the magic, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And
first one in 10 years that he won't be inside the park on his birthday.
Oh, I'm giving you a big hug there, buddy.
Everybody's gonna have to message Brent different unique ways to say happy birthday, but we'll figure that out on his birthday, how we can celebrate it virtually while maintaining social distancing.
Yeah, we're not really social distance right now.
Well, we live in the same house.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways,
all right. Well, we're gonna head off now and see if we can get the little baby to go to bed.
She may hear us talking. I could still, when I was in her room, I could hear you pretty good.
Oh, could you? So I'm gonna have to put some kind of floor dampening down.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the white?
Do you like the white?
He's painting the studio.
I'm gonna be putting up
a
couple before and after photos of what it looks like. But yeah, this is what the studio is going to look like. It's also going to be a little play area for Victoria.
Yeah, probably that area back there.
But we'll see.
It's a work in progress. It'll give him something to do over the next couple of weeks while he's off of work.
Couple weeks, yeah.
Hopefully only a couple of weeks. Because if not, I will find a way to get him to Florida and he can live with you, Brett.
I'm gonna try to do a whole bunch of videos while I'm off. Work on some content for you guys. Yeah, I mean, I have ideas in my head. It's just getting the time. I know I'm gonna be watching Victoria a lot, so yeah, it's just gonna be just finding an hour or 2 or 3 or 5 to make a video. So
it'll happen. So anyways, guys, have a good night. Don't listen to rumors. Stay positive. Look for positive content out there on Facebook. Stay off of the news sites as much as you can. I mean, obviously be informed.
No, watch the news.
Be informed, but don't sit there for hours.
Don't sit there on the clickbait sites.
Careful there, dear. And then
we only got 116 subscribers anyways.
And then of course, just make sure to stay positive, keep active. If you're at home, if you're working from home, continue to do so. And for those like me that still have to go out to work, just make sure that you're being careful and everybody stay well.
So make sure to like, subscribe, share any of your content creators, especially this one. And and we'll see you guys soon.
We'll see you soon.
She's saying have a magical day.
She's saying have a magical day. Thanks, guys.
Night, guys.